welcome back for a new countdown list. This time though it's going to be an older sort rather than a top 10. This is going to be top 5. Top 5 fighters list, since it's going to be fine game related. Now this top 5 list is going to be, for me personally, top 5 favorite Nintendo 64 fighting games. So with that said, first up, one honorable mention. Actually, two honorable mentions. One, WWF WrestleMania 2000. And the other honorable mention, War Gods, of course, by Midway Games. Next, coming in at number 5, at least for me personally, also from Midway, not the greatest game, but still definitely better than a lot of fine games on the N64, keep in mind. Coming in number 5 is Mortal Kombat 4, which is definitely way better though than Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which was easily the worst version or port of MK Trilogy was on the N64, even though there really wasn't load times. The quality was pretty bad though. But MK4 still plays really good. Is it as good as the PS1 version? At least on the cinematic cutscenes and things? No, definitely not. It does have its limitations, definitely. But outside of that, I think the actual gameplay aspect and everything still feels good. The only problem is, of course, a lot of fine games don't play too good with the N64 controller, but MK4 I still feel is a pretty decent game overall. Next, coming in at number 4. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have this game a lot higher than others, and I'm sure some people would not even agree with it being on the list. But for me, personally, number 4 is Super Smash Bros., the original Super Smash Bros. Game on the N64. It is my 4th favorite fine game on the N64. I know I still consider it more of a party game than an actual fighting game, to be fair. But still, it does have a little bit of a nostalgia factor playing in its favor, which is why it made top 5 and ended up in 4th place. And it plays better, to be fair, than MK4. Coming in at number 3 for me personally is a game I feel that definitely, of course, you hear music, a remix or redone version from the main boss theme of this game, but for me, coming in 3rd place is Killer Instinct Gold. At least for me personally, is my 3rd favorite fine game on the N64. I definitely think it plays better than Mortal Kombat and many other fighting games of the N64 era. It definitely plays better than War Gods. It plays better than also games such as Biofreaks and others. It definitely is probably one of the best playing games, I think, at least, of traditional, more fighting game-wise on the N64. It's probably about the best overall gameplay aspect, and I feel overall solid controls. It's not as janky in my opinion. Coming in at number 2 and number 1, just so you know, we're 100% bias is all heck, for me personally. And nostalgia factor is heavy. For me, coming at number 2 spot, some people may consider it more sports games, but I'm still considering it a fine game. Coming at number 2 is WCW NWO Revenge. Which, hey, in the background, look, I have a little poster of WCW NWO Revenge. This game is a big deal to me, personally. Game, yeah, to this day, it's like dirt cheap and stuff, easy to get a hold of. But it's a great game, and as I said, nostalgia factor. When I was a teenager, I was, of course, got into wrestling in the beginning of the Attitude Era. And I was a big uber fan of Monday Nitro and WCW Thunder. I mean, I personally went to 5 different WCW events. I even got to attend a Monday Nitro, and I attended even a pay-per-view. WCW NWO Sold Out, 1999, which was awesome. Again, to experience a pay-per-view live. But for me, number 2 is WCW NWO Revenge. I loved playing with Goldberg, to be fair, but there were other characters in the game I actually enjoyed playing with, like Perry Saturn. Of course, you have playable characters like Chris Jericho, Raven, many others. And of course, the NWO like Hollywood Hogan and others. Still, it's a really fun game, and this was back with the old original THQ, which I really miss. Coming at number 1, also THQ, also wrestling. Big bias, as I said. Coming at number 1 for me personally, favorite fighting game on the N64, WWF No Mercy. Because it actually had really good storylines, I felt, personally. The storytelling in the career mode and everything was good. You could see a lot of elements that you see today in wrestling games were very much started really more so in No Mercy, more than any other. Plus you had all the stipulation matches and stuff, and you have characters in the game you will never see nowadays for obvious reasons, like Chris Benoit. And by the way, several years ago, I did do some gameplay and stuff of No Mercy on my YouTube channel, so check that out if you're at all curious, or check out other gameplays of No Mercy. It's a really solid game. In my opinion, is the best fighting game on the Nintendo 64. Easily ever. But keep in mind, personal opinion, so everything is subjective. And nostalgia plays a heavy thing when it comes down to it. But anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.